Muslim community as Bakersfield is also speaking out against Wednesday's attack in San Bernardino, rejecting any connection to the extremists and expressing their sorrow for the victims and their family. 23 ABC's Laura Acevedo met with the leader of that community here in town this afternoon and has their reaction tonight. Laura?
Tim, Imad Mirza says he is frustrated that every time an attack happens, their community has to make a statement rejecting the acts. He says it's time to change the narrative that connects terrorism to Islam.
It is frustrating, it is saddening, it is concerning.
Frustration from the leader of the Muslim community in Bakersfield.
I think that's the part that's becoming most frustrating is, do I really got to say the same thing every time, and you're just not going to get it?
Just hours after the FBI confirmed that the two suspects in Wednesday's massacre had pledged their allegiance to ISIS and that they were Muslim, we caught up with Imad Mirza, who felt the need to clear up what he calls a stereotype that arises every time there is an attack.
Obviously, summarily, we reject anything like this, and that's something that we've said, numerous times, again and again, year after year, and so it gets a little frustrating when we're asked the same question.
Mirza says he is saddened that he has to explain that his religion is not related to the extremists that claim responsibility for acts like this. He does admit that these people use Islam to carry out these attacks, but explains that they have been brainwashed by extremists.
There are bad fruit coming off of our tree. However it got developed and crafted and put together, I don't know. But that is not indicative of the community as a whole, nor the faith as a whole.
Mirza asked that the community educate themselves on Islam and understand the religion has no ties to terrorism at all. He says that for the most part, the community is respectful of his religion, but says there have been a few incidents and he does fear a backlash.
Mostly for those that can't defend themselves, like you have an innocent young girl on the street walking, or a little child that has a hijab on, or a Muslim family that, doesn't realize, something's coming. I think you have to be concerned about that.
Mirza also invited anyone in the non-Muslim community with concerns or worries to come to them if they have any questions, instead of making what he calls an unfair generalization. In the Live Center, Laura Acevedo, 23 ABC News.